Hi, I'm Amy. I'm your Norwex independent consultant. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Norwex Safe Haven 5. I appreciate you joining me on this video. So I started learning about Norwex earlier this year and immediately became a consultant, mainly because I needed everything in the catalog. But my journey with radically reducing the chemicals in my home started last year. We had some health issues here, and I was working with some specialists at Children's Hospital, and one of their recommendations, the biggest recommendation, was to start radically reducing the amount of chemicals that I was using in my home. And that started opening my eyes to what was in my cleaning products, what was in our bath and body type products. And I'd never really given a thought to those things in the past. I was just doing what I had always done, the way my mother taught me how to clean. The things that, we use every day and we, see the commercials for. You don't really give second thoughts to those things. You just use the tried and true products that everyone uses. But once you start researching what's in those products and realize what you're putting on your counters and spraying in the air, what those effects are. So EDCs are what is in a lot of those chemicals. And EDCs are chemicals or mixtures of chemicals that can interfere with the way a body's hormones work. Hormones all have a specific job. They travel around our body. They go in our glands. They are responsible for doing a lot of things that we need to do. Well, an EDC, endocrine disrupting chemical, can mimic the size and shape of our hormones. And when they're in our body, they can either replace a hormone or block a hormone from doing its job. It can cause something as simple as seasonal allergies and asthma to something as terrible as cancer, dyslexia, ADHD, breast cancer, all of those things, Alzheimer's. So right now, the cancer rate is 1 in 3. In 1901, it was 1 in 8,000. So we're just getting worse and worse and worse. And when it was suggested to me to start reducing the amount of chemicals I was using in my home, it led me down this path of researching what I was actually using. So there's a couple different ways to clean and a couple different ways to clean well. So the way I had been cleaning is called chemical cleaning, and that's the way I'd always known how to clean. So whenever you're using a product to kill what's on the surface, you're chemical cleaning. Whenever you're spraying anything in the air to disinfect the air, disinfect the surface, that's called chemical cleaning. So I was using a product like this to kill what was on the surface. Problem was, I didn't know what I was using. This is actually a pesticide. If you look on the manufacturer safety sheet, which is available on their website, it will say it's classified as a pesticide by the FDA. And if you read the back of the bottle, which I never did, it will say that you should wear gloves or wash your hands immediately following the use. It will also tell you that it needs to stay on the surface completely wet for 4 to 10 minutes to work, to do its job. And if you're using it on a surface where you're preparing food or having dinner, having food, that you need to wash the surface thoroughly with soap and water so that it's safe. And it also says that it's hazardous to humans and domestic animals. So my cat and my dog. So there's a lot of precautions on the back of these products, all brands and anything along these lines. So whether it's in a spray form or a type of pad form like what's in here. So once I started learning about these things, I started becoming aware and started buying, more all natural or pure and simple, or the products that have flowers on the label, because that to me was a better approach. But then I started learning about the real ingredients. I started going to websites like ewg.org, which will tell you how products are rated, if they're safe. They score products between A, B, C, D, and F. And that will tell you if the product you're using is safe or not for your family, or if it has chemicals that are linked to cancer. And I found that all the chemicals that I was using that were listed as organic or all natural or pure and simple were anything but. And then I was invited to a cleaning party, and I learned that there were other ways to clean. So the way that I clean now is mechanically cleaning. That's where you physically remove what's on the surface instead of killing it, instead of spraying something around or on to kill. And when you do that, you're leaving something on the surface. So you're depositing those chemicals in your environment. So let's talk about Norwex and how I got there. So the number one cloth that I use all the time in my home is an Enviro Cloth. So the Enviro Cloth I use to clean probably 80% of my home surfaces. I have a couple other cloths from Norwex that I use for the other 20%, but the Enviro Cloth will clean, like I said, around 80% for me. So the Enviro Cloth has a tag on it. So it's E for everything. So this is special for 3 reasons. So the first reason is the size of the fiber. So that gives me a lot of power to pick up everything. So grease, grime, dirt, everything that I can see, and then so much that I can't see. So up to 99% of bacteria on the surface. So all those tiny particles that are naked to the eye, it will pick up. So those tiny fibers are 1/200th of a human hair. Can you imagine that? If you take one of your hair and you split it 200 times, that's the size of the fiber in one Enviro Cloth. And then there's a lot of fiber. This is a really dense microfiber cloth. It's not like any microfiber I've ever had, that's for sure. There's 1,800 miles of fabric in this cloth. So if you unravel this, and you make one long string, you can go from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico with just one cloth. That's a lot of fiber, okay? 1,800 miles of fabric in one cloth. I always feel like I have to repeat that so people understand, and I actually understand what I'm working with here, okay? So that's a lot of fabric. That's a lot of tiny fibers. That's going to give me a lot of help when I'm going around my house cleaning. And then the third thing that makes it special is backlock. Backlock is our microsilver. Microsilver has been used for hundreds of years, like going back to Greek and Roman times. They believed if they used silver spoons or silver utensils, it would protect them from infection. It would protect them from getting ill. And they were right. They were right. We still use silver today, microsilver in hospitals and wound care to prevent infection. It's still used in immunity boosters today just for health and wellness. We use microsilver in our cloth for its self-purification properties. So when you're using your cloth and you're going around the house cleaning things up, when you're done, you rinse it out. So you use the Enviro Cloth wet, okay? So you want to wet it. I always wet it with just room temperature water, and that tightens up the fabric. And you don't want to wet it too much, not dripping wet, just nice and damp. And I'll show you in a second. I'll do a quick little demo. And you want to clean with a flat side. So we're mechanically cleaning. So you want to clean with a flat side. So I always fold my cloth in half and in half again. That gives you 8 clean sides when cleaning. When I'm done cleaning whatever I'm working with, so a kitchen counter, a bathroom counter, toilets, whatever it might be, then I go to rinse my cloth out. When I rinse it out with warm water. That warm or hot water is going to expand the fabric. And I rinse it out by going under the sink. I press, agitate, and rinse with the warm water, and then I wring it out. And that will allow everything that I've collected to drain down to drain. And then whatever's left in the cloth, if there's bacteria left in the cloth, the microsilver that is embedded in the cloth will go to work. And that will penetrate the cell wall of the bacteria, rendering it helpless. So while the cloth is drying, it will go through that self-purification process. And in the next morning, when I go to use the cloth, it will be clean, free of bacteria, and I'll be able to start my day with a fresh, clean cloth. So that will help me. I don't have to wash it every day. I can wash my cloth just once a week, once every 10 days. I won't have that stinky smell. Smells like you need to wash it, smells, mildew. You'll never have that smell because it's going through that self-purification process. And let's go back to the cleaning power, the way it's able to pick things up. So I'm going to do just a quick little butter demo, just to show you how well it picks things up off of surfaces. It's really Truly amazing. So I have like 26 windows, okay, and glass sliders. Doing windows was the biggest chore for me. I hated it. And a lot of times I would just let it go because I hated it. And I have a dog, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that could end up on my windows. Kids, you know. So I'm just smearing this butter around. So think for a minute, what would it be like if you came home to grease or, you know, anything that had that type of texture on your windows? Grabbing paper towels and window cleaner is going to take a while to clean that up. The reason why it is going to take a while to clean that up with paper towels and window cleaner is because paper towels are made out of cotton. They're not really absorbent. They're going to smear it before they clean it up. So I have a wet Enviro cloth. I'm going to fold it in half again, work with a flat side. And that's how you want to clean, with a flat side. So it's completely gone. That's how fast it is. So now I'm going to grab the best friend to this guy, and that's our window cloth. So these two guys are the basic package, the Enviro cloth and the window cloth. You want to use the window cloth dry. That is for all of your shiny surfaces. So mirrors, windows, faucets, granite, stainless steel. Watch how easy this is. This is how fast I clean 26 windows. Game changer, right? Not a smear of butter, not a fingerprint. I see myself through the reflection. I mean, how amazing is that? So that's how I clean my windows now. I have never in my life had a more pleasant experience cleaning windows. So that is how easy it is and how wonderful it is to clean windows. Now, not only have I cleaned that mirror, I've removed up to 99% of bacteria. And remember how I said to clean it. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to go under the sink, press, agitate, and rinse. That butter's going to go right down the drain. I'm going to wring it out and I'm going to hang it to dry. All of our cloths have this nice little tag. And while it's drying, the backlock will go to work to suffocate any bacteria that's left in the cloth, and I'll have a clean, fresh cloth in the morning. Okay, so let's talk about, another way that I have radically reduced chemicals in the home. I used to dust so much. We have a lot of shelves. I am using the trifecta of these two is our dusting mitt. Our dusting mitt works on static electricity. So, when I was a kid, I used to love to take a balloon and rub it on my shirt, give it a good rub and then stick it on the wall. I don't know if you ever did that, but I just thought that was the neatest thing. That balloon would just stick there. It would not move. Well, that's the same thought. So dust is your negative ion and your dusting mitt is your positive. So you're going to get a little static charge in your dusting mitt. Then you're going to put it on your hand and go around and dust. That charge is going to hold the dust to your dusting mitt until you're ready to rinse the dusting mitt out. So this way you are physically removing the dust from your home. Dust is the number one culprit for seasonal allergies and asthma, and dust holds on to a lot of the chemicals that you're using to clean. And within that dust is where the EDCs do get trapped, which is why a lot of people have a hard time getting rid of their allergies and asthma when they're in their house. The environment within our home, the air quality is 4 to 5 times more toxic than the air outside because a lot of that dust traps all of those chemicals. So it keeps it there. And soapy, oily furniture polish, it attracts it. It holds it. So we get that self-gratification, right? Everything looks so beautiful for a day and then it's right back. All that dust is right back. With a dusting mitt, it holds on to the dust and you're able to physically remove it from your home. And you can do it with just a dusting mitt. You do not need any chemicals at all. Now this dust mitt works wonders when it's wet. So you can use this wet on air return vents up on, the higher part of your wall. You can also use this on your screens. So the tiny little fibers in this will go in the little cracks of your window screens and pull all of the debris out of it when used damp. You can use it on your stairs. You can use this in your beach bag to knock sand off feet. It is really a awesome little guy. So these 3 items are the household package. I love them. But you know what? Sometimes I need a little helping hand. There are times when my Enviro Cloth isn't enough and I need a little elbow grease. Perhaps my granddaughter got magic marker on the wall, or I have a family heirloom that I need to polish up, something brass, something silver. I need a little elbow grease. So I'll use my Enviro Cloth with our cleaning paste. Our cleaning paste is made from marble flour, coconut oil, and natural soap. So this will last me 3 to 5 years, and it's not toxic, so my sons or granddaughters can help me. And it's kind of hard, like a hard baby powder. So it turns into a paste when you do a swipe. It has 8,000 swipes. So like I said, it's going to last me, 3 to 5 years. I've gone around my house getting all the black marks off the wall, but let me just show you how great this is. What can I use? How about a magic marker? I'm going to use a magic marker on a piece of tile. I'm going to write on this tile. This is an unfinished tile, and it's very porous. So the magic marker is going to be absorbed down into the pores of this tile. And I'm not saying you're going to have magic marker on your tile, but things happen, and you just never know. What's going to happen in your home. I have people who use this on items in their car. It's not going to hurt your surfaces. So I've written on my board here in blue magic marker. I just hold it up. A Sharpie. All right. So just with a gentle rub, I have a swipe. You can use this on silver, brass, painted walls, bottom of sneakers, hard water stains, algae on the outside of your windows. Look at that. Hardly any effort at all. And it's gone. And I don't have to wash this surface. Everything that I did is collected into my Enviro Cloth. And all I need to do is rinse my Enviro Cloth out, and then I'll hang it to dry. So very powerful. It's just packed full of power in that little tub. And the fact that it is going to last 3 to 5 years is pretty amazing. Okay, so you might be wondering, well, this is all great, but how long will this last? So my cloths are going to last me for a really long time because I know how to take care of them. Let me tell you how to take care of them. If you make an investment, they're going to pay for themselves very quickly. I mean, to do this demo, this was $9, okay? I couldn't believe it when I bought them. So the Enviro Cloth, I think one Enviro Cloth is like $18, and there's a 2-year warranty on it. But I have some consultant friends who I go to for advice because I'm still learning. And they've had their Enviro Cloths for over 10 years. So how to properly take care of them is you want to wash them in a laundry detergent that's free of fillers. So no fillers, no dyes, no fragrances, and you'll know because it will say it on the label. Sometimes the label doesn't say everything that's in it. So you just want to do your research and never use any fabric softener and never use any bleach. That will degrade the fabric. So for example, this was a laundry detergent that I have been, before Norwex, I was using for 20 years. And I didn't know, but its #1 preservative is animal fat and formaldehyde. So this has been sitting in a jar for like 4 or 5 months, and the formaldehyde and animal fat just collects on the bottom. So I love showing this in my demos because it really gives people a good understanding of what the fillers are. You can just see that floating around. How disgusting. And I would never give this a second thought. Like, blue was normal to me. It was normal to me to put blue or orange laundry detergent in my wash. Well, it's not normal now that I know better. But there's dyes in here, there's fragrances in here. So this is not what you would want to take care of your Norwex with. You would want to take care of it with something that doesn't have all of that stuff. I recommend, obviously, the Norwex laundry detergent. I'm sure there's probably something else out there, but this is what a laundry detergent looks like that doesn't have any fillers, dyes, fragrances. Once it's in the water, it doesn't have all of those things. It doesn't have anything floating around. So I use the powdered version, which I love. It's extremely powerful. I don't need anything with it. No whiteners, no brighteners, no optic whiteners. It really just does a great job. It doesn't deposit anything on my clothes. And it's safe for babies. It's safe for animals. It comes in a 2-pound bag. And my measuring scoop is a teaspoon. So I pay about 4 cents a load. I did the math. I was paying about 40 cents a load before. So my costs have gone down dramatically. I can't wait to see how I spend that money later. But for now, I'm just looking at the savings. So this is the 2-pound bag. This will last my family 6 months or more. So this is the liquid version, which I prefer the powder because I feel like it's more versatile. I also put a tablespoon of this in a spray bottle of water, and it's my stain remover. I can use it on carpet. I can use it on grime in the bathtub or shower, and it's truly just amazing. There's no gluten in it, SLS, SLES, anything. Just really a fantastic laundry detergent. So what I have just shared with you is our Safe Haven 5. It is a wonderful starter kit. So the Safe Haven 5 is the laundry detergent, the cleaning paste, window cloth, Enviro Cloth. So these are the first 2 things I showed you in the video. And then the dust mitt. My absolute favorite, getting all of these items together, you save $16 on the starter kit. And it's honestly the only way to get the cleaning paste right now. It's just that popular. But the kit that I started with was a Safe Haven Package Plus. Now the Safe Haven Package Plus includes a couple more things. It includes some Norwex for your body and Norwex for your kitchen. You obviously can use the Enviro Cloth for your kitchen, but this just gives you a couple more options. So the Safe Haven Package Plus includes, first of all, it includes a box of Speary sponges, which are fantastic. You can use these on your delicate surfaces like cookware, glass top stove, porcelain sinks. This will not scratch. My husband uses them on his new car. So you can use them on a car. You can use them whatever you want. You can also use them with the cleaning paste that I just shared with you. These are fantastic. And if they get dirty, you know, you can just stick them in the top shelf of the dishwasher to get them clean. But usually it's just rinse them out and you're okay and let them air dry. So these are the Speary sponges. I love them. Also, what comes in the Safe Haven Package Plus are 2 towels for the kitchen, which I can't live without personally now that I've changed from traditional towels and cloths to Norwex. So this is the size of our kitchen towel, great for drying dishes, great for drying your hands. They are super absorbent. This one right here absorbs 2 cups of liquid. And with a couple boys, you can guarantee that I put that to the test all the time. They do absorb 2 cups of liquid. Again, everything comes with a nice tag. So this is the kitchen towel. They come in a number of different colors. You know, we've got navy, green. This is sea mist. I have the pomegranate. There's graphite. There's charcoal. There's so many different colors. And the holiday colors are getting ready to come out. So who knows? The great thing about these is they're shaped a little bit different in terms of the styling. They have ridges, which are great for crumbs and things that you would definitely have in a kitchen. Now, the other cloth that comes in the pack for the kitchen is the kitchen cloth. I love this. I tend to use this more than anything else in my home, like on a day-to-day basis. Fits in your hand just perfect. I use this for wiping my kitchen table, my kitchen counters, after dinner, after spill coffee on the counter. This is my thing. Because of all these ridges that they have, they dry super fast. And then I just hang it up on, one of the little handles of my cabinet, and it dries right away. Again, I don't have to wash these, but maybe once a week. So it's perfect. They never get that smell. And then the other thing that comes in this Safe Haven Package Plus, I would never go back to traditional, is the face and the body and face cloths. So they come in stripe and solid. So I used to use the most expensive anti-aging face cleanser every night. I used to actually do a double wash. I like to wear a little makeup. Not a lot, but I like to wear a little makeup every day. And I always wash my face really well at night. And the solution that I was using was probably $40 a bottle. And I didn't use a lot, but it was enough to be an expense. I switched to our body and face cloths. These remove up to 99% of bacteria. They're amazing. It's how I take all my makeup off. You can take waterproof eyeliner off. You can take, I take magic marker off of my face in a demo with these. They are amazing. My sons use these in the shower. You can use these to exfoliate before shaving. They are fantastic. And kids love them as well. They don't have to worry about so much soap because body odor's from bacteria. So if these are removing bacteria, you don't have to worry about, are you using a lot of soap? These are fantastic. So these also come in the Safe Haven Package Plus. So this is what the Safe Haven Package Plus would look like with all of that extra stuff. The last thing I want to show you before I go, and you can always comment below for questions, is our mop. Most people will have a party. We'll host a demo for the mop. We do online demos because they get the mop for free, or they'll become a consultant because you get the mop for free. So this is the mop in Nordic Naturals. It's kind of a gold color. You get 2 mop pads. You get a dry mop pad and a wet mop pad. The top of the mop has this is to get scuffs off the floor. And it also won't slide if you prop it up against something. It's adjustable. It could be 6 feet tall down to 3 feet tall. This is the dry mop pad. It works in the same way that our dust mitt does. So static electricity, everything sticks to this. It is amazing. Your floors will never be cleaner. So after doing a dry mop, swoop around your floors, then you put the wet mop pad on. So I'll show you the wet mop pad on the green mop, which is the exact same mop, just in a different color, green and blue. So on this one, you would get a blue wet mop pad. On the other one, it would be gold. So the wet mop pad, have you ever heard that saying, my floors are so clean, you could eat off them? Well, with Norwex, you actually could, because they remove up to 99% of bacteria. So with this, it's kind of like mopping your floors with an Enviro Cloth. That is the quality of the clean you would get. So you only use water, no chemicals whatsoever. So this is your wet mop pad. To use it, what's Velcro, number 1, get it wet under the faucet, nice and wet. And then you wring it out, get the excess water out, and then put it back on your mop. And your floors only take about 20 seconds to dry as you're going around. And if you have a lot of hardwood floors, you can use it on hardwood, tile, linoleum. If it dries because you have a lot of wood floors, you can just mist the floor, or you can take it off and get it wet again. But this is so amazing. I had so much buildup on my floors from you know, using Swiffer or Bona over the years, that my floors just always had that sticky kind of texture to them. And now you can feel the clean. It's just really amazing. And I've saved so much money in terms of the pads and the solution. Now I'm just mopping with water, and I've never had a cleaner floor. So highly recommend the mop. You can get it for free. You can buy it, get it for free from hosting a demo, which is super easy, or becoming a consultant, which is really easy. You get it for free that way. So that is my favorite. So I think that is all I'm going to do for now in this video. I do have another video where I do a chicken demo. And in the chicken demo, I demonstrate how the Enviro Cloth does remove all the proteins off of a plate. Protein is smaller than bacteria. So it shows how the Enviro Cloth stacks up against a disinfecting wipe, and how the disinfecting wipe fails. And I'm using swabs that are used by the EPA and the health department, and it shows how well the Enviro Cloth does. So I will try to figure out how to tag that video on this video so you can see that if you had any questions. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I can be contacted at any time, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.